my late teens and stuff, I started becoming like a very disrespectful young man. I've never heard my father curse. Never heard my father disrespect my mom, any of that type of stuff. I just, like I said, I come from a clean cut family. And I went through years, fellas, all the way probably up until my early 20s. I call it the boys in the hood generation. I think of some of the people that I was surrounding myself where I was extremely disrespectful to women. Like just throwing away all the values that my parents taught me and stuff like that, and still kind of having a boyish mentality, how many women I could be with, and then, just having absolutely no respect. And then maybe it took the birth of my oldest daughter. I always tell brother down here, Liddell and Blue and I talk. So I'm the first person like in my family to have kids out of wedlock. Like I said, like when I say like our family lineage is traditional, it's traditional. So here is Sid, the black sheep of our entire families, having children out of wedlock, doing everything wrong, where everybody grew up in the church, etc. And it took me a while, fellas, probably up until I would say my early 30s, maybe about 30, man, to actually start figuring it out and get things in line and started transitioning. I always kind of had those gentleman qualities, it's like the story of the prodigal son in the Bible, that I still had them how my parents raised me. And it just like, okay, why am I, with this type of behavior? Why am I being a certain type of way? And then once I started just kind of sorting it out, getting around the right group of people and things, and I transitioned into that gentleman that I saw my father was, the things that my mom, because a lot of stuff, Blue, of like how I treat women actually come from my mom. The pulling out the chairs, the opening the doors, and all that stuff. My father never taught me any of those quality, fellas. My dad was actually, and Liddell, you hear me say this all the time, my dad's very quiet. Didn't get a whole lot out of him. He went to work, he provided, we had food on the table, lights, and if I did something wrong, I got my ass beat. He didn't beat ass often, but he gave the worst ass beatings, I can tell you, the family. So once I figured it all out, then I started this transition back into, that gentleman that you guys see now. I've pretty much have been that same way, yeah, since my 30s. So